We've just completed our first strategic dialogue between UNESCO and Switzerland. The overall objective of this dialogue has been to further develop our cooperation portfolio and bring it in line as much as possible with the Federal Council's priorities on one side and UNESCO's mandate and normative and programmatic work on the other. UNESCO is an organization whose mandate has always firmly been based on the respect for human rights and the promotion of democracy, ever since the organization was established almost 80 years ago. Still today, this commitment is a sine qua non for all of the organization's activities. UNESCO's persistent emphasis on freedom of expression, freedom of information and media pluralism is particularly noteworthy. This commitment coincides exactly with the aims set out in our federal constitution. This is why Switzerland will continue to contribute to UNESCO's Global Media Defense Fund. But let me also mention the important work of the Swiss Commission for UNESCO in this context. For the last 4 years, our National Commission for UNESCO has organized important dialogue rounds in Geneva on the freedom of expression, but also on the right to science, cultural rights, and the right to education. In fact, Geneva is an ideal place to link up the work of UNESCO with the mandate and the work of the UN Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights, also including the many other international and non-governmental and civil society actors located in Geneva. During today's strategic dialogue, we've also discussed challenges and opportunities related to the exponential development of new technologies. Again, this is a high priority for the Federal Council, as reflected in the Swiss Digital Foreign Policy Strategy. Here, the question is how we can exploit the potential of these technologies in order to maximize the benefits for humanity while managing the risks and avoiding possible abuses. Digital governance is an important concept in these discussions, in which UNESCO has a strong and influential international voice. We've discussed how UNESCO and Switzerland can jointly promote shared interests in this area more effectively in the future, including in International Geneva, which is a powerful multilateral hub for discussions on new technologies, artificial intelligence, digital governance, or science diplomacy. Many people in this country would intuitively associate UNESCO primarily with culture or cultural heritage. For good reasons. Culture and cultural heritage need to be protected urgently, and cultural diversity needs to be preserved and promoted actively. Given the importance we attach to this area of work, Switzerland will continue to support those who manage World Heritage Sites. Switzerland will also remain very actively involved in efforts to fight the trafficking of cultural property, both at the national and international level. Every child has a right to education, and UNESCO is the leading UN agency when it comes to realizing this right and implementing the Sustainable Development Goal related to quality education. In the area of education, Switzerland has decided to focus on the most vulnerable beneficiaries, or children, those in emergency situations. Given the high number of violent conflicts around the globe, education in emergencies has become a high priority for us, but also for many international organizations based in Geneva, New York, and of course, Paris. Today's strategic dialogue with UNESCO has given us the opportunity to take stock of our existing, rich and impactful cooperation. But it has also allowed us to explore avenues to further strengthen and deepen this cooperation, fully in line with our shared commitment to focused and effective multilateralism.